Love God, love people, love life, love life. Love God, love people, love life, life. Love God, love people, love life, love life. Love God, loving people, love life. Love God, loving people, love life, love life. Love God, loving people, love life, love life.
Harvesters transform.
Alyssa and Mike here. Now, you may be wondering why we're dressed like superheroes.
Because it's awesome.
Well, yeah, but also because we're talking about what it means to have courage.
Because superheroes have courage. Everybody knows that.
Right. Now, you may be thinking that to have courage means you're never afraid.
That's not it at all. It's about taking on fear with power of God.
Right. So now let's use our superhero power to
Rehearse the verse.
Today's verse is found in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 13. Say it like this. 1 Corinthians 16, 13. Be on guard. Stand firm in the faith. Be courageous. Be strong. Okay, now you guys repeat after me. Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 Corinthians 16, 13.
1 Corinthians 16, 13.
Be on guard.
Be on guard.
Stand firm in the faith.
Stand firm in the faith.
Be courageous.
Be courageous.
Be strong.
Be strong.
Awesome! Now today we've got something super awesome planned. Today we're gonna be watching a show about 3 people trying to become superhero sidekicks.
Are they courageous? Are they strong?
I don't really know, but I do know we're about to find out.
In Chance City, evil doesn't stand a chance, thanks to the daring duo of Lionheart and Quest Boy.
I am not defeated.
Those ropes tell a different story.
Your plan has been foiled once again, Dr. Knucklehead.
The happy victory was short-lived. Quest Boy did not want to be a sidekick anymore. He moved away to New Omega City and became the hero known as Journey.
I will miss you, old friend, but you will do well.
The city is ours. You're never gonna defeat us. Prepare to be destroyed.
You can't defeat me. No one takes over Chance City.
Take that!
Lionheart found that fighting crime alone was more than he could handle.
Strike a blow for you.
He needed something new. He needed an ally. He needed a sidekick.
Quest Boy will be difficult to replace, but somewhere out there is my next sidekick. But who will it be?
Lionheart searches the globe to find the best of the best and a hero who shows true courage. Find out who will be his next sidekick on Sidekickin' It.
Who's there?
Nice to meet you. I'm Velocity. I've always wanted to be a superhero. How long have you been a superhero? What's your origin story? I have a cool one. Want to hear it? Maybe later. So do you think we'll get to meet Lionheart? I've always wanted to meet Lionheart. I remember the first time.
What's the word, yo? So when we gonna get this party started, yo?
Hello, recruits, and welcome to the Sidekick Challenge. I'm going to warn you, the next few weeks are going to be grueling, and they're gonna push you to the limit. I want you to show that you have what it takes. Are you ready for the first challenge? The test begins now.
So what, we gotta open these things? Easy peasy. I'ma blow this thing up.
I wouldn't do that. It's easy to use our powers to solve mysteries, but I want to see if you can do it without using your powers. Good luck.
Man, this is whack.
Seriously, what's the point of having powers if we can't use them?
Guys, there are rules. Rules are what separate the good guys from the bad guys.
Did I mention there's a time limit?
Come on, man.
Okay, let's think this through. All right, I'm out of ideas.
I got it. Use your glow to blow out the cameras.
No, that's cheating.
No, it isn't. Lionheart only said we couldn't use our powers on the boxes. He didn't say anything about the camera.
Well, it's cheating to me.
Nightlight seems to be facing a difficult decision.
Yeah. I wonder if she'll do the right thing and obey Lionheart's rule about not using her power.
I don't know. That would take a lot of courage, especially if everyone else decides to break the rule. but you can bet the Bible has something to say about it. Of course, David faces a giant.
I love that story.
Me too. Let's watch.
This is his 66 picks mixed up into one. The books about God, who he is and what he's done. It's the Holy Bible, y'all, with God's truth packed tight inside. It's alive, a prize to hide in your heart and in your mind. Old Testaments are set up for the big event when Jesus crashed the scene with a new arrangement. It's history, his story, whose story, God's story. Oh, the story of how much he loves me. Let it blow up all the pages, let the show go on. Let his word explode from this video into your life.
King Saul did not obey God. So God sent Samuel the prophet to Bethlehem. Find a man named Jesse, God said. One of his sons will be the new king. Samuel looked at 7 of Jesse's sons. They looked handsome and strong. Not them, God said. I don't care about looks. I care about what's in a person's heart. Jesse sent for his youngest son, David, who is tending sheep in the fields. Samuel saw him, and God said, "He is the one." So David was anointed the new king. Sometime later, Israel fought the Philistines. A giant Philistine soldier called Goliath challenged the Israelites to send a champion to fight him. But the Israelites were all too afraid. David brought food to his brothers in the army. He heard Goliath's challenge and was not afraid. "How dare he defy God's army?" asked David. "I will fight him." Surprised, King Saul offered David his armor. "No," said David. "God helped me kill wild beasts. He will help me against Goliath too." David took 5 stones and a sling. "Am I a dog?" Goliath roared. "You send this stick of a boy to fight me." "You have a spear," said David, "but I have the help of Israel's God." David put a stone into the sling and threw it. It struck Goliath's forehead and knocked him down. The Israelites defeated the Philistines. With God's help, David was a hero.
David seemed to have great courage.
Right, and he showed it. He didn't just think courageous thoughts, he actually fought Goliath.
Yep, he did what was right, even when everyone else was too afraid.
I wonder if Nightlight will stay courageous and strong and do what is right.
Only one way to find out.
Man, there is seriously no way to open this.
It's messing with my mind, yo.
Instead of whining about it, why don't we put our minds together and see if we can open them?
Or you could just use your power.
No. What just happened?
The cameras are shut down.
Yes. Now let's use our powers to bust these things.
Wait, we've come this far.
2-minute warning.
We got 2 minutes. I'm busting it. Wiggity. Wiggity. Whack! Ha ha ha! Yeah. That's it?
At least it's something. The big prize is winning this thing. Look, you've tried your best. Just use your power. I'm sure it will do something.
No,
I think you're just a fan.
I'm not a fan. I just do what I'm supposed to do. Good for you, you opened it, but you cheated.
I did what needed to be done.
Well, recruits, let's come to the front and see how you did.
Are you going to turn us in?
I'm not gonna tell on you, just drop it.
Here you go. Don't go far. I got a gold star.
Very good. Velocity, 2 for 2. Impressive. I must say, I am surprised.
I didn't open it.
This is sad. Nightlight, for not completing the task, you will not be advancing. Congratulations to the rest of you. I'll be seeing you next round.
Wait. I cheated.
Excuse me?
When the camera shut off, I used my power. Don't remove Nightlight. She did the right thing.
Man, you just wrecked us.
It's the right thing to do.
This is very disturbing news. You have broken my trust.
Wait. I broke the code too.
I see. You have all failed. Trust is a very fragile thing. But I applaud your courage and being honest.
No, we weren't courageous. We were guilty. The only truly courageous one was Nightlight. She never broke, and she held her ground.
She's the real deal.
Nightlight, come forward. Look up. Don't be ashamed, because you, Nightlight, showed courage. There's a lesson here. It's easy to think we have courage, to say that we will save someone and stand up for what is right. But to actually do it, even in the small thing, isn't easy. Stand up tall, Nightlight. The hardest pressure sometimes is peer pressure, and I applaud your courage and not backing down. You advance to the next round. I will allow the rest of you to advance, even though you cheated. It took courage to come clean, even though it meant elimination. Be back tomorrow. It's only going to get harder.
Thanks for staying strong.
I am so glad Lionheart let Nightlight advance. She was one that was willing to do what was right when the others weren't. She's courageous.
Courageous, facing fear with God's power.
Well, that definitely describes David.
Yeah, even though everyone else is afraid, David still fought the giant.
So, how can we be courageous too?
Perhaps recalling today's verse will help.
Great idea, Nitro.
Say it with us.
1 Corinthians 16:13. Be on guard, stand firm in the faith. Be courageous, be strong.
Awesome. I want to be the most courageous and strongest.
But being courageous doesn't mean we can do something. It's knowing God can do anything. His power lives in us.
His power does live in us, and it's not about what we can do on our own strength. God gives me the courage to do what's right.
Congratulations, Mike. It seems you have discovered the point and connected the dots.
God gives me the courage to do what's right. That's so true.
Perhaps we can all say the point together.
Say it with us.
God gives me the courage to do what's right. This week, let's remember to ask God for His power.
Because He gave us the courage to do what's right.
So, I've been thinking about Nightlight. She did the right thing. I haven't always done that. I've messed up sometimes.
But I'm so glad God gives me the courage to do what's right. God can give you courage too if you just ask Him. It all begins when you ask Jesus to be the leader of your life. And here's a great video to show you how.
Hello, I'm Mighty Brain.
Mighty Brain.
Yes, I acquire knowledge and use it for the good of the world.
Okay, well, we are watching a show about what it means to be a courageous superhero sidekick. And we've been talking about what it means to have courage. Right, Clint?
Right. Don't use my real name. It'll give away my identity. So, Mighty Brain will now tap his wealth of incredible knowledge to find out what courage means.
Well, while Mighty Brain is doing whatever that is, I can tell you what it doesn't mean. Courage doesn't mean that you'll never feel fear.
That's right. Courage means facing fear with God's power.
Thanks, Mighty Brain.
You're welcome. Now, Mighty Brain would like kids everywhere to join us because it's time to rehearse the verse. Today's verse comes from the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 9. Say it like this. Galatians 6:9. So let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. Now I'll say it and you repeat it after me. Got it? Galatians 6:9.
Galatians 6:9.
So let's not get tired
So let's not get tired
of doing what is good.
Of doing what is good.
At just the right time.
At just the right time.
We will reap a harvest of blessing.
We will reap a harvest of blessing.
If we don't give up.
If we don't give up. Great job. So, Mighty Brain, what is a harvest of blessing?
Allow Mighty Brain to tap his vast knowledge bank. Harvest of blessing is lots and lots of good gifts from God himself.
Thanks, Mighty Brain. So, who's going to be Lionheart's new sidekick?
Will it be Velocity? The Super Bass? Or Nightlight? Watch and find out.
In Chance City, evil doesn't stand a chance, thanks to the daring duo of Lionheart and Quest Boy.
I am not defeated.
Those ropes tell a different story.
Your plan has been foiled once again, Dr. Knucklehead.
The happy victory was short-lived. Quest Boy did not want to be a sidekick anymore. He moved away to New Omega City and became the hero known as Journey.
I will miss you, old friend, but you will do well.
The city is ours. You're never gonna defeat us. Prepare to be destroyed.
You can't defeat me. No one takes over Chance City.
Check that.
Lionheart found that fighting's crime alone was more than he could handle. He needed something new. He needed an ally. He needed a sidekick.
Quest Boy will be difficult to replace, but somewhere out there is my next sidekick. But who will it be?
Lionheart searches the globe to find the best of the best and a hero who shows true courage. Find out who will be his next sidekick on Sidekickin' It.
What? What is that? We aren't ready.
It's like a nightmare I can't wake up from.
It's time for your next challenge. Evil never rests, and neither do we.
Maybe evil can just take a nap once in a while.
You must prepare. You must be ready for the trampolines of danger.
How does he do that?
This isn't so bad. Where's the danger?
Glad you asked.
Oh, okay, spoke too soon.
Today we test your endurance. You must jump without touching the energy rings.
For how long?
You must complete 100 jumps.
But that's like crazy impossible.
If you want to be a sidekick, you have to prove your endurance.
Ready.
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 I feel good. Really good. I should do that more often. You need help. You look like you need help. Here, let me help.
Thanks.
Ready.
My ankle.
Nightlight is having a difficult time.
According to the brilliant deductions of Mighty Brain, it does not appear that Nightlight will win the Psychic Challenge.
Nope. I'm not gonna give up on Nightlight. The Bible is full of stories of people who did great things because they never gave up. No. Here's one. The Brave and Beautiful Queen. You're gonna love this one.
This is a 66 picks mixed up into one. The book's about God, who He is and what He's done. It's the Holy Bible, y'all, with God's truth packed out inside. It's alive, a prize to hide in your heart and in your mind. Old Testaments are set up for the big event when Jesus crashed the scene with a new arrangement. It's history, His story, whose story? God's story. Oh, the story of how much He loves me. Let Him blow up all the pages, let this show go live. Let His word explode from this video into your life.
Esther was the queen of Persia. Even her husband, King Xerxes, didn't know her secret. Esther was Jewish. Esther's uncle Mordecai worked at the palace and looked out for her. Xerxes' advisor Haman received a great reward. He was very proud. Everyone except Mordecai bowed down to him. Haman was insulted. He vowed to kill Mordecai and all the Jews. Haman told Xerxes that the Jews were dangerous and should die. Xerxes agreed and set a day to kill them. Mordecai was terrified and sent a message to Queen Esther. "Change the king's mind," said Mordecai. "If I go to him without his invitation, he can have me killed," Esther replied. "Perhaps you are made queen just for this moment," said Mordecai. Esther bravely agreed to try. She went to the throne room. King Xerxes was amazed by her beauty and invited her in. "Can we have dinner with Haman?" she asked. Haman was building a big gallows in his backyard. He planned to hang Mordecai on it. Then the king's invitation arrived, so Haman went to the palace for dinner. "A man wants to kill me and my people, the Jews," Esther told Xerxes. "Kill the Jews?" cried the king. "That man is you, Haman. Guards, put him to death." So Haman was hanged on the gallows he'd built for Mordecai. Because of Esther, the Jews were saved. They celebrated with a great feast, which they observe to this day.
So, Esther could have been killed for going to the king?
Yes, but even before that happened, Esther was courageous. She prayed and fasted day after day, even when it seemed that things were really hopeless.
Esther showed great courage, and God used her to save her people from Haman's evil plan.
Yes, and Nightlight is courageous too.
Ray, listen to Mighty Brain. Nightlight is hurt. The competition is over for her.
We'll see.
I have an ankle brace.
I am so glad that's over.
Me too. Listen, it's okay if you can't do this challenge. Not all of us can do challenges. Some challenges are just really hard.
I have to.
You already tried like 3 times.
Twice.
Okay, twice. Whatever. But look, it's cool. We respect you.
No, I'm going to do this.
We are 2 steps from ridiculous. 1 step. Yo, you sure about this?
Just let me try.
You did good, Nightlight. We applaud your effort. I said, we applaud your effort. That's better. Nightlight, why don't you just take a break and get ready to do the next challenge? I commend both of you. This was a hard challenge. It took strength, endurance, and concentration. So I want you both to know that the challenges that lay ahead are going to be hard. Well, of course they're going to be hard, or they wouldn't be challenges. So rest up. Today was long and...
I thought you said you were going to relax. You need to relax.
Job's not done.
But you can barely walk.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna see this to the very end.
Your leg may argue with that.
It's time to show that I have what it takes.
You have it. We know you have it. The fact that you want to try means you have it.
I'm going to finish. I got it.
Girl, I give you props, but this is crazy.
Sometimes being courageous looks a little crazy.
Nightlight, I highly advise against this. You can already advance to the next round.
Engage the hoops.
Okay.
I can't believe you finished. Did you know you finished? Of course you know. You were the one who was hopping.
You got this.
I'm impressed. You have all shown me something today. And Nightlight, you continue to amaze. Good job. You all advanced to the next round.
Mighty Brain knew she would do it.
Wait, weren't you just saying, Nightlight is hurt, the competition is over for her?
The saying? No, vast knowledge. I would remember that.
Uh-huh.
Nightlight seems to possess great courage.
Just like Esther, she could have been killed, but she still went to the king to save her people.
Esther did not give up.
How can we be courageous like that? Nitro, can you pull up today's verse?
Certainly.
Mighty Brain would like kids all over the world to say the verse with us.
Galatians 6:9. So let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up.
A courageous act is something really big you only do one time.
It's easy to think that, Nitro.
But sometimes it takes more courage to keep doing what's right, day after day.
Is that more courage than humans are capable of?
It is. But when things get hard, God gives me the courage to keep doing what's right.
Congratulations, Clint. You have discovered the point and connected the dots.
God gives me the courage to keep doing what's right. Clint, you did it.
Mighty Brain has spoken.
Let us say the point together. Are you ready?
God gives me the courage to keep doing what's right. This week, let's remember Esther.
And ask God to give us the courage to keep doing what's right. Or maybe my hair back.
I'm so glad we got to see Queen Esther's story. It's one of my favorites. I guess you can say she's like a superhero to me. And I know that I can have that same courage too, because God gives me the courage to keep doing what's right. And it starts when you become a follower of Jesus. Here's a video that will show you how.
Hi kids, Clint here, and Mike. By ourselves, we're just normal, ordinary guys, but together we are Team Terrific! When things go bad or really wrong, just ring a bell or hit a gong. We'll take things that are terrible or horrific, and we'll make them terrific! Now, join us, because it's time to rehearse the verse! Today's verse comes from the book of James, chapter 5, verse 16. Say it like this. James 5:16. The prayer of a godly person is powerful. It makes things happen. Now repeat after me. James 5:16.
James 5:16.
The prayer of a godly person
The prayer of a godly person
is powerful.
is powerful.
It makes things happen.
It makes things happen.
Terrific.
Speaking of making things happen, let's find out what's happening with our show.
I wonder who's gonna get to be Lionheart's new sidekick. Is it gonna be Velocity, Super Bass, or Nightlight? Let's watch and find out.
Terrific idea.
Terrific.
In Chance City, evil doesn't stand a chance, thanks to the daring duo of Lionheart and Quest Boy.
I am not defeated.
Those ropes tell a different story.
Your plan has been foiled once again, Dr. Knucklehead.
The happy victory was short-lived. Quest Boy did not want to be a sidekick anymore. He moved away to New Omega City and became the hero known as Journey.
I will miss you, old friend, but you will do well.
The city is ours. You're never gonna defeat us. Prepare to be destroyed.
You can't defeat me. No one takes over Chance City.
Check that. Ow.
Lionheart found that fighting crime alone was more than he could handle. He needed something new. He needed an ally. He needed a sidekick.
Quest Boy will be difficult to replace, but somewhere out there is my next sidekick. But who will it be?
Lionheart searches the globe to find the best of the best and a hero who shows true courage. Find out who will be his next sidekick on Sidekickin' It.
Watch this.
This didn't capture the flag. Watch this.
Impressive, Super Bass.
This is how we do it. Don't stop. Keep doing what makes you, you.
What are you doing?
Thinking.
Well, this doesn't look like thinking. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think thinking is when we just, think. But this is packing. What are you doing? Are you leaving? Why?
I just don't think I can do this. I want to be a superhero, but I just don't feel so... super. I know God gave me a talent, and He promised I would use it, but I think maybe I misunderstood Him.
Look, you've made it this far, and that's further than a lot of people. Don't give up. If you believe that this is what God wants, then you'll do it. And God doesn't lie. Wait till the next event, then make your decision after that.
Did you see what I did back there? 1 blast, 3 crates.
Man.
It's not my fault. I'm too awesome for words. And I'm surprised you're still here.
Hey, cool it.
Hello, sidekicks. The enemy that you don't want to fight is each other.
Yes, sir.
Glad I made myself clear. Welcome to a new round and a new challenge. This time you have a mystery to solve. This is the Neuron Neutralizer. It's hidden somewhere in your training room. But there's a twist. It's invisible to the naked eye.
Then how are we supposed to find it?
You're going to have to use your brain, your wits, and your keen detecting skills. I promise you, it's not as hard as you think.
Game on.
One more thing. You're going to have to do it in the dark. Good luck.
This is my time to shine. You were totally right.
You see? I told you you could do this.
Oh, one last thing. Watch out for traps.
Ah! Something zapped me. Ah! Something zapped me. That's not fair.
What is going on?
I'm going over here.
That is not terrific. How are they supposed to find something that is invisible, in the dark, with traps? Velocity and Super Bass's powers won't help them much, but maybe Nightlight's will.
It seems all 3 contestants are facing quite a challenge.
True. Let's see what the Bible says about this.
That's a terrific idea, Clint.
I thought so. Oh, Elijah prays for rain. That's a terrific story. Let's find out why.
This is his 66 picks mixed up into one. The books about God, who he is and what he's done. It's the Holy Bible, y'all, with God's truth packed out inside. It's alive, a prize to hide in your heart and in your mind. Old Testaments are set up for the big event when Jesus crashed the scene with a new arrangement. It's history, his story, whose story, God's story. Oh, the story of how much he loves me. Let it blow up all the pages, let the show go live. Let his word explode from this video into your life.
This is the story of how courageous prayers of the prophet Elijah led the people back to God. Elijah had the courage to pray some pretty crazy prayers because Elijah believed God would keep his promises.
God sent the king a word. Elijah should have been afraid, but took a stand anyway. God made a promise to him. Elijah dared to believe it, and he knew he would see it. God said, I'll make it rain. Elijah had the courage to pray, so Elijah saw God that day.
Jump back 3 years ago, Elijah walked up to King Ahab's throne. Elijah's words were bold. He said, it's not going to rain till I say so the land got crusty and dry. But God sent Elijah fruit from the sky. King Ahab tried to track him down, but Elijah was nowhere to be found. When 3 years rolled around, God sent Elijah back to old Ahab's town. You come to bring trouble now? I challenge y'all to a big showdown. Ahab and Queen Jezebel and the wicked priest of the false god Baal and all the people of Israel met Elijah on top of Mount Carmel.
God sent the king a word. Elijah should have been afraid, but took a stand anyway. God made a promise to him. Elijah dared to believe it, and he knew he would see it. God said, I'll make it rain. Elijah had the courage to pray, so Elijah saw God that day.
First was Baal's team's turn. They got their sacrifice all set to burn, then prayed and begged and yearned, but no fire came. They had a lesson to learn. They danced and cried all day. No matter what they tried, it didn't work anyway. No fire was come today. There is no Baal. He couldn't hear them pray. Elijah made the call with 12 stones and wood. His altar stood tall, but then he did something odd. He wanted to make sure people knew it was God. He called some servants out, had them bring 4 giant water jugs out. Because there was a drought, he had them soak the wood, and there was no doubt.
Elijah prayed that God would be known as the one true God, and God answered.
Fire, fire, fire came down from heaven and burned it all up. Fire, fire, even licked up the water and dried it all up.
Elijah said, King, listen now. Far away I hear a rainy day kind of sound. Elijah bowed low on the ground and prayed to God to send the rainstorm down. Elijah sent a friend to spy, but no rain clouds were in the sky. He prayed and looked 7 times till one tiny cloud came rolling by.
God sent the king a word. Elijah should have been afraid, but took a stand anyway. God made a promise to him. Elijah dared to believe it, and he knew he would see it. God said, I'll make it rain. Elijah had the courage to pray, so Elijah saw God that day. Elijah saw God that day, so Elijah saw God that day.
That's a great ending to a great story, but God wants you and me to pray courageously like that because we can count on God's promises. He makes them and never breaks them.
It's like Elijah had superpowers.
No, Elijah prayed for God's power, and God came through.
And that's terrific!
Perhaps Nightlight will do the same.
Push the remote so we can find out.
Sounds like a terrific idea.
Man, this is near impossible.
How do you find something you can't see?
It. Wait, I'm the one who found it.
It's a competition, Nightlight.
I thought you were my friend.
I am your friend. But everyone is in this to win.
This is so unfair.
Well, who said this was fair? This is almost too easy.
I do all the work and you guys get the benefits.
Well, not really. I can't get my hand in there. It's completely engulfed in lasers.
Man, watch this. Yeah. Totally not cool, bro.
Hate the game, bro. Hate the game. Now what does it do?
Man, let me see, man. Finally. Took her long enough.
What?
She finally knows she's not a superhero.
Where are you going? You can't leave. You belong here.
No, I don't. I thought I did, but that was the one thing I was good at, and I didn't even win.
Look, you can't let this set you back. You have to stick it out until the end. You can do it.
It's nice of you to say.
I mean it. At least hear what Lionheart has to say.
Okay, I'll think about it.
I see you've gained the neuron neutralizer.
Well, Velocity did.
Where's Nightlight?
Well, she may not be
I'm
staying.
here.
Very good. I'm pleased with all of you.
Why? Velocity won.
This challenge was not about winning or losing. It was about knowing whether you're meant to be a superhero. The only way the neuron neutralizer could be taken is if you all work together. And the fact that the neuron neutralizer is in safe hands proves that. Good job, sidekicks.
You see? I told you you belonged here.
Yeah, I guess I do.
Did you see that? They did it! They worked together and finished the challenge!
And that's terrific! Wait. Why aren't they praying like Elijah did?
Right. Elijah prayed a powerful prayer, and that changed everything.
Nitro, pull up today's verse.
Yes, certainly.
Terrific! You say it with us.
James 5:16. The prayer of a godly person is powerful. It makes things happen. But wait, I didn't see any of the sidekicks pray.
We didn't hear them say a prayer, but prayer is more than talking to God. It's also listening to Him.
The human ear is capable of listening and understanding thought approximately 400% faster than humans are capable of speaking.
What?
And that just means we can hear a lot faster than we can talk.
Oh, so just because we didn't hear Nightlight pray the prayer, but she said that God would use her powers for good, does that mean she was listening to God?
Right. Like when Elijah heard God say he would send rain.
So Nightlight did pray. We just didn't see it. And when God told her to do what is right, see, she is courageous. And when I pray, I'm courageous too. God gives me the courage to pray a powerful prayer.
Congratulations, Mike. It seems you have discovered the point and connected the dots.
God gives me the courage to pray a powerful prayer. I gotta remember that.
Perhaps it will help if we all say the point together.
God gives me the courage to pray a powerful prayer. This week, let's have the courage to pray a powerful prayer.
Because powerful prayers make things happen.
And that's terrific.
Elijah prayed for rain, even when everyone else thought there was no chance. And God heard his prayer. And God hears our prayers too. Even today,
God gives me the courage to pray a powerful prayer.
And the most powerful prayer I've ever prayed was when I asked Jesus to be the leader in my life. And you can pray that prayer too. Here's a video to show you how.
Hey guys, I'm Mr. Mega! I make everything bigger and better!
And I am Princess Grace. I spread love and kindness and grace wherever I go.
You're not Princess Grace.
Am too.
Are not. Princess Grace was a real person who lived long, long ago. And you're not her.
Fine, then I'm Princess Patience.
Okay, anyway, I'm Cruz, this is Alyssa, and we're talking about courage.
Now, having courage doesn't mean that you don't feel fear.
Right, everybody gets afraid sometimes, but courage means facing that fear with God's power.
Now, you can have courage and still feel afraid.
Right, sometimes people get afraid, but courage means facing that fear with God's power.
And today, God's power is giving us the courage to rehearse the verse.
Today's verse comes from the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1. Say it like this. Romans 12:1. Offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Great job. Now, repeat after me.
Okay.
Romans 12:1.
Romans 12:1.
Offer your bodies.
Offer your bodies
as a living sacrifice.
As a living sacrifice.
Holy and pleasing to God.
Holy and pleasing to God.
This is your true and proper worship.
This is your true and proper worship.
Great job, guys.
So who do you think is going to be Lionheart's new sidekick? Super Bass? Velocity? Nightlight? Where's the remote? I want to watch it now, now, now!
Okay, Princess Patience, it's right over there.
In Chance City, evil doesn't stand a chance, thanks to the daring duo of Lionheart and Quest Boy.
I am not defeated.
Those ropes tell a different story.
Your plan has been foiled once again, Dr. Knucklehead.
The happy victory was short-lived. Quest Boy did not want to be a sidekick anymore. He moved away to New Omega City and became the hero known as Journey.
I will miss you, old friend, but you will do well.
The city is ours. You're never gonna defeat us.
Prepare to be destroyed.
You can't defeat me. No one takes over Chance City.
Check that.
Lionheart found that fighting's crime alone was more than he could handle.
Strike him over.
He needed something new. He needed an ally. He needed a sidekick.
Quest Boy will be difficult to replace, but somewhere out there is my next sidekick. But who will it be?
Lionheart searches the globe to find the best of the best and a hero who shows true courage. Find out who will be his next sidekick on Sidekickin' It.
Here we go. You know, I think I'm actually getting stronger.
Why can't I get this light to be as powerful? I still wish it would do something.
This is your final challenge, and it's going to test you to your limits. There's a bomb set to go off in your area in 5 minutes. Don't snicker, Super Bass. This isn't a joke.
I know, sir. It's just that it's not a real bomb.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I'm tired of my plans being foiled
That's Dr. Knucklehead.
and constantly being beaten by Lionheart's little sidekicks. That game ends today.
Where would we look first?
I don't know.
Found it.
Wait a minute. This is just a game. Lionheart's just messing with us.
No. I can hear it ticking. It's super real.
Of course it's real. Have fun, kiddos.
Recruits, I'm sorry. This is a trap. Get out now. Hello?
He's locked us in.
What do you mean he locked us in? We can't go out like this. What are you doing, Nightlight? We don't have time for you to be fiddling around on walls.
I'm looking for a hidden door.
Maybe some super bass will defuse this.
No! Are you crazy? That'll just set off the detonator.
Well, it's better than standing here and doing nothing.
Super Bass, I need you to come see something.
I don't have time for this.
Use your sonic boom towards the confession booth.
Nightlight, I don't have time to play games.
Just trust me.
Fine. I thought this wasn't a game.
It's not. I think this glass is bulletproof. You'll be safe in here from the impact.
Nightlight, I totally underestimated you.
This is great. Really great. Nightlight, you rock.
Uh-oh. It's not big enough. There's only room for 2.
The fair thing to do is draw straws. That's how we should do it. The loser just has to face the danger.
Sounds good.
No!
What do you mean, no?
I'm not gonna do that. You guys get behind the shield. You're more important than I am.
No, we're not. Nightlight, this is ridiculous. We're all equal. Now draw straws.
No. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna disarm the bomb.
Have you ever even seen a bomb before?
Not really.
Well, then you can't do it.
Sorry, guys. My mind is made up. Now get behind the shield.
That's one brave little glow stick.
She's one of a kind. Or one in a million. Unique. Special.
Okay, I get it. Thanks.
A bomb! What are they gonna do?
A bomb is very dangerous.
What are they going to do?
I bet the Bible has some ideas. Oh, wow! Jesus gave it all. That's an important story.
That's the story. We're talking mega, huge.
Watch and you'll see.
This is his 66 picks mixed up into one. The books about God, who he is and what he's done. It's the Holy Bible, y'all, with God's truth packed tight inside. It's alive, a prize to hide in your heart and in your mind. Old Testaments are set up for the big event when Jesus crashed the scene with a new arrangement. It's history, his story, whose story, God's story. Oh, the story of how much he loves me. Let him blow up all the pages, let this show go on. Let his word explode from this video into your life.
Have you heard the story of how God so loved the world that he gave to all of us his only son? Jesus grew into a man, he healed the sick, he loved the lonely, he gave God's love away to everyone. Jesus gave it all. The people followed him, they'd never seen that kind of love. He loved them all no matter what they've done. But not everyone was happy. Some of them were jealous, so they made plans to kill God's only son. Jesus gave it all. And one night while he was praying, some soldiers came to find him. They took him to their rooms, who didn't know just what to do. They asked the people gathered just what they should do with him. The crowds crucify him, though he did nothing wrong. Jesus gave it all. And the soldiers tried to break him. The crowds, they mocked and scorned. They led him up a hill called Calvary, and they nailed him to a cross. Still he asked God to forgive them. They didn't understand that it was all for you and me. Jesus gave it all. Jesus said, "It is finished." Then he took his final breath, and the sky grew black as midnight, and the earth began to shake, and the crowd began to tremble. They shook their heads and wondered, and the soldiers said, "I know that this man was the Son of God." Jesus gave it all. And they took him off the cross. They placed him in a tomb. They rolled a large round stone in the doorway of the cave. Some soldiers, they stood watching, making sure no one could enter. Jesus' friends were sad and hopeless as they all went home that day. Jesus Jesus gave it all. On the morning of the third day, his mother Mary came to see him, to make his body ready for the grave where he would lay. But the tomb, it was empty. An angel came to tell her he's not here, he's risen. See, the stone's been rolled away. Jesus gave it all. Jesus gave it all. Jesus gave it all.
Jesus lived a life of courage. He healed the sick, told people about God's love.
He died on the cross. There's nothing more courageous than that.
Perhaps the sidekicks will discover that kind of courage.
I sure hope so.
Nightlight, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm going to help you.
I don't know what to do.
I've got the monitor back on. I'm going to walk you through this. Pull out the pair of wire cutters from the safety box.
Okay. Which one do I cut? Lionheart?
Hello, Nightlight, can you hear me? Come in.
Lionheart!
I've cut communication from the source. There is no way out. You're alone.
I'm not alone. Lord, please help me. I can't do this without you. Help me to save my team.
No!
No! Are we dead?
I don't think so.
Why can't I hear everybody?
It's okay.
What is that? I thought we were safe.
It's a message from Lionheart. You have succeeded. You have put others before yourself. You were willing to give it all and have shown what true courage is.
Congratulations, Nightlight. You have beaten the final challenge.
What? The bomb wasn't real? Are you kidding? This was a game.
I told you.
I needed to test you to see who possessed true courage. All of you have done well, but only one of you has shown time and again that they have what it takes to be my sidekick. Step forward. Nightlight.
I just did what I had to do. I don't even know what I was doing.
That's another part of courage. Many of us can do what is easy, but only a few of us can do what is hard and stick with it. You have shown that you can take a stand, never give up, believe in the impossible, and put others first. You have shown all the points of courage.
She can teleport? I never knew she had that power.
That's my power. I have the ability to teleport. welcome to the Lion's Den. This is where I keep watch over the city and make sure evil never raises its head.
You can see the whole city.
We can see the whole city. Why don't you head to the vehicle bay and ready the courageous car?
Will do.
That was awesome.
Nightlight was willing to sacrifice herself and give everything so the others could be saved.
It appears that Nightlight possesses a special kind of courage.
Okay. I have an announcement. I've changed my mind. I no longer want to be Princess Patience. I want to be Nightlight.
But that name's already taken.
I said I want to be Nightlight.
Alyssa, you seem out of sorts.
Sorry. Lost it there for a teeny tiny second.
Perhaps I can be of help. Sending request now.
Request? What request? Mail! I get it. Is this what I think it is? Nitro, how'd you do this?
A robot has his ways.
I can't wait to put it on. Thanks, Nitro. So, how do I look?
You look very similar to Nightlight.
Nightlight's story is so amazing. She was willing to give up everything to help others. But all of this makes me think about Jesus. I mean, he really lived and really died. For real. For me.
For all of us.
Playing Nightlight is a lot of fun, but what I really want is to be more like Jesus.
Let's say the Bible verse together.
Will you say it with us?
Romans 12:1. Offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. A living sacrifice. I wonder what that means.
Sacrifice. To give up something you love for something you love even more.
Just like Jesus gave up his life for us. He loves us that much.
He died for us so that we could live for him.
Jesus gave up everything. Now that's the kind of courage I want.
Perhaps God will help you.
No perhaps about it, Nitro. God will help me. Because God gives me the courage to give it all to him.
Congratulations, Alyssa. You have discovered the point and connected the dots.
God gives me the courage to give it all to him. That's the point.
Will you say the point with us?
God gives me the courage to give it all to him.
So this week, let's remember how Jesus sacrificed himself for us.
So we could have the courage to give our whole lives to him.
So, I've been thinking a lot about how much courage it took Jesus to die on the cross for us. I mean, he gave it his all to show us how to live for him. I mean, when you really think about it, it takes a lot of courage to trust your whole life with God. God gives me the courage to give it all to him, if you just ask him. And it all starts when you choose to follow Jesus. Here's a video to show you how.
Birthday? Did you get some gifts? How about some money? About $100? Oh, please don't. I guess we're writing on the screen there. So there's that $100 we were talking about. Whoops, too many zeros. Far too many zeros there. That should just be a 1 and 2 zeros for 100. Okay, wait, come back. I'm sorry. Do you still have that marker? You could help me teach how we can honor God with the money that we get or earn. All we have to remember is give, save, spend. If we have $100, the first thing we're going to do is give by taking out a tithe. Tithe is another word for 10%. The Bible tells us in Proverbs that tithing is something we should do to give back to God part of what he's given us. So 10% of $100 is... Don't worry about the math. It's $10. Whenever we get or earn money, we'll be wise and give 10% to the church so they can use those resources to keep helping people. Exactly. I like your draw. Well, hold on. We're not finished. Welcome back. We can't forget about save. Next, we'll take some money and we'll save it. The Bible tells us to be wise with the money God gives us. Saving some of our money for the future is smart. We'll put some of our money aside for a rainy day. That's just another way of saying putting money aside for emergencies. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to spend it on a rainy day. What are you, oh, I see. Is that a cloud and rain? Yeah. A lightning bolt, 2 lightning bolts, 3 bolts. That's too much lightning. You're losing control here. Okay, are you all right? Ready for the last one? Good. Now we can talk about spend. Once we give our tithe and we put some money aside, the rest of the money is ours to spend. But we shouldn't be unwise with our spending money. Before you spend your money, stop and think. Do you want your money to go, or do you want your money to grow? So you could buy a bunch of candy. Does that seem wise? You could spend some of it on candy and maybe your brother's birthday present and maybe save the rest for later. Being wise with the money that we have is a great way to honor God. Thanks for helping me out. And don't forget to give, save, spend.
Harvest Kids. Love God. Love people. And love life.